Hello, students and teachers, and welcome to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, a CME group. This is Todd Bubba Horwitz, and as we take a look at what's happening around the world and in the markets right now, a couple things we know. The overall pattern of the market is in what we call consolidation. As you've read or have gotten to maybe so far in class, is what we talk about the phases of the market. And there are three basic phases: consolidation, breakout, and blow off. Right now, we've been in this consolidation pattern, and we figure to remain there through this week, because what you're going to see is you've got a major announcement coming out on Wednesday, which is the FOMC, or the Federal Open Market Committee, meeting on interest rates. Now, what does that mean as far as the market's concerned, and what does that mean as far as a trader is concerned? Well, the first is, from a market standpoint, the markets are kind of jittery, and they've been floating back and forth. We've seen a lot of price volatility, not a lot of VIX volatility, which is the fear index, but we see this floating back and forth. So we see some tremendous price moves up and down, but we haven't been able to break out to the upside or break out to the downside, waiting for this announcement, because this is supposedly a key spot here, whether or not Janet Yellen steps up and says, okay, we're going to raise interest rates by a quarter of a point, and then we're going to hope for some more inflation and look for the markets to work forward. But overall, this is what we call a deer in headlights type of trade, because right now you've got people trying to take wagers or so on each side of the market. Some are betting to the long side, some are betting the short side, but both are offsetting each other. So when you see what happens is the markets sell off, and then new money comes in as buyers and push it back up, and then new money comes back in as sellers. And that's what you look at in a market that figures to stay in this consolidation range. Now, I will say that probably Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning, we will break out to either a new uptrend or we will break out to the downside. Now, we're at a very tricky time of year, so it figures most likely, almost no matter what, till we break out to the upside, because market expectations are that Santa Claus or the Santa Claus rally will show up. But overall, economically, or the economy itself, is really very weak, and there's a lot of divergences between the world economies right now. So we'll see what happens, but really the most important thing to understand is that we've got a major announcement on Wednesday afternoon that will have an effect on this market, and somebody's going to get paid and somebody's going to get beat, because there's always two sides to every market. So keep that in mind when you see this. So make sure you check out the markets after 2 Eastern time on Wednesday and kind of watch the action if you have time. It'll be a very interesting show to see. And of course, Janet Yellen or Dr. Yellen's speech will be important as well. But remember, right now we're just in a consolidation phase. That is one of the phases of the market that we will talk about as we continue on with class. That's it for today. This is Todd Bubba Horwitz coming to you from the CME Group in Chicago. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much.